Welcome everybody to my Let's Play of Monster Hunter World Iceborne, my personal favorite game of all time. So we're gonna just jump right into this because we're gonna have a long cutscene to start this out, and it's gonna jump us into character creation, and we're just gonna go right into this. There's gonna be a load time. There's my actual hunter. Don't pay attention to that. We're gonna start from a fresh, brand new file. We're going to begin the adventure, and let's do this. Alright, so this jumps us right into character creation. So we have the options to make our character, but I'm going to kind of cut around this while I'm just kind of, not talking too much of designing our hunter. My original file, I played as a male, so this time we're going to be playing as a female. And my skin tone is more something like this. I'm just going to leave that there. We don't really have any wrinkles. Our wrinkle volume is none. We'll leave that there. Yeah, maybe I'll cut out the audio this part, but yeah, we're just gonna kind of design our character. So like our face preset, well, we already made our, we got to do our face. What's our face? Let's do something pretty basic. Let's just do a pretty basic face. I'm a pretty standard, pretty unremarkable person, so. As for hairstyles, I really like this hairstyle, if I'm gonna be totally honest. But what else we got going on here? Nothing too much. These are more dude hairs. More dude hairs. You know, I think we're gonna go with this. And I'm gonna leave it with the ponytail in the back. And so my natural hair color is more like a dirty, like a dirty blonde. So we're gonna go with this. That's a bit dark, more dark than my hair color is, but we're gonna kind of put it like that. Eyebrows, these don't really matter. Those can just stay whatever. As for eyes, now, I tend to always look bored in real life, so we should kind of go something. See, I don't like when games put character creation in here. I'm never the best at them. It's a little too wide-eyed. You know what? Let's just leave it how it... I don't know, man. I'm so bad with picking eyes. You know what? I like the idea that our hunter is just kind of... She just started this journey, but she's just over it, dude. As for our eye color, my natural eye color is more of like a gray. Well, let's kind of go with like a really dark blue. Oh, I should have changed both eyes. Let's go with like a really... Yeah, let's go with this color blue. Let's just go... No, I don't really like how that looks. Let's go with the slightly darker one. Let's go with the darker one. Yeah, we'll go with that. Nose, this again is kind of whatever. We can leave it the same. Mouth. Yeah, we'll go with one. One's pretty basic. No facial hair. We're gonna go with no makeup because I personally don't use makeup myself, and I'm not a big fan of it. But expressions. Yeah, very nonchalant too. Clothing. I really like the... See, honestly, it's not much different, but let's just go with the black. Let's just go with that. Voice. Oh, there we go. Guardian armor. Let's go with type 2. So default armor. So because Iceborne has come out since this game's launch, they made it a lot easier for you to kind of speed through the base game of World to get to the expansion of Iceborne a bit faster. So originally you would have leather and chainmail. Because I got the game at launch, it gave us the origin armor, which is a bit stronger than the base armor. And then with Iceborne's release, they released the Guardian armor. It is a lot stronger than really any armor we've had beforehand, or we could do no armor. So in regards to keep this adventure as organic as possible, I'm going to stick with leather. I could do chain, but I like how leather looks. Origin's a DLC, so I'm not really going to use that. And Guardian's going to make this just too powerful. And I don't really want to be too powerful. So we're going to go with leather. So now, as for our character itself, we have to enter our name. And I want to see if I can enter my name I have last time. So I can just use my actual name. So I'm just going to do AzurePKK because it's pretty standard. It's my screen name that I use, and I'm just going to use that. So we have her, AzurePKK, the A-list hunter, heading to the new world. And now we also have a cat. So for cats, on my main file, I have my cat Pharaoh, my cat. But for this one, I'm really bad at this too. So I'm going to just use, our other cat, Milo. Although I kind of like this. I kind of like just the design of that one. No, we'll keep him this one. And I'm going to try... So my cat's kind of got a fat face. So we gotta give him the chubby cheeks. So his fur, he is long. He has thick fur. So we'll kind of leave him there. But his color. Smile's kind of like a black. He's like a black and brown. But he's like black on his face. And he's brown. He's like a really burnt, burnt brown, like burnt toast. So let's go with this. Let's go with that, and then saturation. That's doing too much. I need it to be like more brown. This is not gonna look anything like him, but I'm doing my best. I can't seem to do his face, So for pattern, and that's pretty standard. All right, so here we go. So part 1, this changes his face. So Milo has a black face, and that's pretty correct. And he is actually very dark brown. I actually got that pretty spot on. What is this changing? Oh, the fur on his arms. Milo kind of has like a light brown. Yeah, that's a good offset color. He's kind of got that little light brown on his arms. And part 3, and this changes around there. We'll kind of make this the same. Keep color pretty consistent. We'll kind of give him a bit more of that kind of light brown sprinkled throughout him. Pattern. Yes, we'll apply those changes. Wait, what? I didn't do it. What the heck? Face. Black. Okay, I'm really bad at this menuing. Confirm. This was light brown. This was also light brown. Confirm. Okay, jeez, wow, I'm bad at this. His eyes, Miles got it kind of these like this wide-eyed look. Yeah. Let's give him these very wide eyes. He's very happy, and his eyes are more green. I don't know why I don't just do both eyes. Let's do both. Give him that kind of those green eyes. His ears, these are fine. The standard probably was fine enough. Yeah. Here's one. His tail, probably pretty standard. Oh no, he kind of has the long tail. We're gonna give him the long one. He's got the long tail. His clothing is fine. His voice. Milo's a high pitch. We'll give him type 3. Default armor, we will give him also leather armor. And as I mentioned, this is my other cat, so his name will be Milo. Alright, and there's our character. And now we're gonna jump back into cutscenes. So let's see when the cutscenes are over. Well.
So, how about a toast?
To the A-list and the commission.
Cheers!
So, tell me, what's your theory? The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason. After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the Guild's itching for an answer. They say the 5th Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree.
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. That's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Oh, whoa!
Alright, so we seem to have crashed. We were attacked by something mysterious on our boat. But yeah, also I like how our hunter she's so over it. Alright, so now we're into actual gameplay. It's gonna start pretty basic, but this game has a lot to it. And we're not even gonna get to all of it in this first episode. This is really just our pure introduction. But as I said, you can hold R1 to sprint, or you can click in the left stick to also sprint. Yeah, our ship got kind of messed up. So yes, our ship not looking too good. I myself, I always hold R1 to run. That's just my preference. And it's gonna fall on us. Yeah, we gotta escape. So yeah, holding R1 to sprint, and as you saw earlier, we ran up to that one wall, and that allowed us to climb it. Not every wall is climbable, only certain ones. So like right now, things are kind of tilting, so now we're climbing. Same thing, you cannot hold R1 or the sprint button, and you'll just kind of climb. But if you hold R1, you'll kind of like leap more forward as we run past our partner. But yeah. Climbing walls, it's not like a huge thing that we're going to be doing a lot in the game. It's really just for like quick utility and movement, but nothing too much. But right now we're trying to get away on whatever in the world like messed up our boat. Which seems to be a giant mountain, but our handler seems to know what we landed on. Yeah, so with just a cutscene, we can kind of talk over this one a little bit. But we're escaping from whatever we were on. And it was actually a monster itself. A giant monster. And there's that scope of the world, just that monster itself. Huge.
Wow. The new world.
The new world. Uh-oh. Alright. We can't seem to catch a break. We have crashed again. But now at least we're on land, so now we're not stranded out at sea. So here we go. And we're on the new world. So we have hit land. So here we go. Back into gameplay again.
Somebody must have set up this camp.
This is all very
Found this in the
introduction
tent.
based.
It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least.
Alright, our map of the new world. So yep, pressing the trackpad will open our map.
Looks like we're right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock.
Yep.
For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way.
So yeah, going over that with our map, as you see, there's these kind of lines spread out, and every area is signified by a number. So area 1 is this area, 2 is the small one, 3 and then 4, and we're working our way to headquarters. Yeah, it's gonna sprinkle some gameplay onto us, but we don't even have a weapon or anything to really defend ourselves with, so this is all very introduction based. And the world itself. Ancient forest. All right.
The research
Head for the
commission's
Research
headquarters.
Commission's HQ.
Come on, let's get going.
So yeah, seeing these things are very passive. These things will actually not attack us in the slightest. Now, there is that. I don't know if you noticed it, but the little
According to the
green,
map,
almost kind of
to
lantern thing on
HQ,
our
we
hip
need to-
is our scout flies, I believe, it's our scout flies. They will actually highlight things for us, and it'll kind of pop up of cool little interest things to look at. It's highlighting these vitality things because you can just kind of interact with these and they'll heal you if we had taken any damage, but obviously we had not been hurt yet. But we just need to work our way to HQ.
It looks like
So
we need
we're
to
gonna
around.
go. I'm going the wrong way. I don't even know where I'm going, even though we have the mini map in the bottom corner that I'm just not paying attention to in the slightest. But yeah, I think we've just abandoned our
I had the
hunter
scout
or
flies
hunt.
memorize my scent earlier. If you lose
Yeah.
sight of me, just follow the scout flies, and they'll lead you right to me.
So yeah, if we ever lose her, our scout flight, like if she ever gets too far away from us, the scout flights will just lead us to her, and it won't be like a small thing. It'll be like a gigantic
We can push
clump
our way
of
through
green
these
scout flights
lines.
that'll just track her for us. So yeah. Uh-oh. More aggressive creatures.
Okay, easy there. Don't pick a fight if you don't
Yep.
have a weapon.
So yeah, when we're
We need to
aggroed,
hide.
our mini-map
Come
ring
on,
will turn
this
red,
way.
but for right now we have to just
Hurry!
run away from them. Because we don't have any weapon to help us fight, so we just need to get away from them so they don't damage us too much. We just have to run away.
Hurry! Look for some brush you can hide in.
Now, this isn't a mechanic mentioned very much in the game, except for really here. So what this will be is, if you have these big shrub areas, if you stand still and hold X, you'll crouch. And if an enemy angers you, as you saw it turn purple for a minute, that means
Okay,
we are
coast is
hidden.
clear. Let's
So
get
we
going while
hide,
we still
meaning
can.
enemies will kind of lose track of us and no longer try to aggro us anymore. It's a mechanic never really utilized very much, nor is it ever really explained outside of that opening tutorial. So it's a little garish because it's, honestly, for how much I play this game, it's not really ever important. So I would never worry about it. And I keep climbing these ledges or jumping off these ledges because it's the same thing. You just hold R1 to sprint. I don't know why it's making us wait for her, but yeah. I could have done this, but if you just hold R1 and jump off a ledge, your hunter will leap. You'll leap. It's just faster. More movement. Like, I'm just holding R1 the whole time. Like, this is our actual speed.
What is this?
But here you go.
track?
A big mechanic. It's tracking monsters for us. So just mysterious footprints.
There's more over there. Let's check it out.
Now, as you collect footprints or tracks of monsters, your scout flies will actually highlight more tracks to track them better or more reliably. All right, field team leader. Fun fact, field team leader, voiced
Okay,
by
let's
the
go.
character Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I believe it's Matthew Mercer. Yeah, so those small enemies, this is a bigger one of that one that is attacking our handler. So now we're just trying to get away.
That is not good.
Not good.
Waiting for it. Get over here.
Yep, and monsters will actually fight each other. Kind of cool. It's a great mechanic we'll actually be seeing a lot of in the future.
Jump! Hey,
And we made it back to base. Well, not
You
back to
alright?
base. We made it to base for the first time.
go.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. After their long sea voyage came to a harrowing end, Hunter and Handler braved the dense forest to come out long last to the Research Commission headquarters, Astera. Astera? Astera? I don't remember the exact pronunciation, but we made it regardless. This is our home base.
Amazing, ain't it? Just look at this gate. It's like nature meant for us to build a Stera right here.
Astera. I
Astera.
Like it.
We made it. Astera.
The rest of the fifth are already here. You're the last to arrive.
I mean, we did get thrown off the boat.
Okay, set him down here. Take it nice and
Yeah, it's our friends.
Hold still for a bit.
Hey, you guys made it.
Be right back. You're alive.
Had it rough, huh? When we couldn't find you two, we were starting to sweat bullets.
You scared us. We were talking about going out to look for you.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, we need a hand.
Sorry.
Come on.
Catch you later.
Catch you later, man.
This here is our trade yard. I guess the name says it all.
Look at all the people. The stuff.
The stuff.
Incredible, right? We've got it all here. We've got hunters to do all the exploring, scholars to do the research, technicians to keep them going. This place is the beating heart of the commission. Wait here a sec. Commander, I found him.
The big boss himself. The commander. All right. I'm glad you made it. Somehow I knew you would, though. When you've been in command as long as I have, you start to learn who's capable and who isn't. Now, as much as I like to get you up to speed, I am being pulled in 8 directions at once. We'll cover the important matters at council, which I'll be convening once things settle down. I expect you two to be there, of course.
Your reputations precede you.
The guild spoke highly of you as individuals. Think what you can do as a team. And before I forget, your furry friend was looking for you. Poor thing washed up not too long ago. Hey! Go ahead and have a look. Look around Astera. A horn will sound when it's time
Well,
for council.
Off you go.
Well, and as he said, well, off you go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you the grand tour. Let's start by looking for your palico.
Yeah, we gotta find our furry friend.
This is our stockpile. They carry most of the basic necessities.
You should drop by later to see what they have.
Where we'll buy base items and provisions to use on quests we'll be going on. Yeah, unfortunately we have to walk here and we're just kind of showing around
Next
the town.
is the smithy.
We'll
It's
be
this way.
going around this in future episodes as things come up and we're more
Over here.
past the initial introduction, but we kind of are forced to go on the grand tour right now with everything, so this kind of can't be avoided. The worst part is we actually have to
We were
walk.
the
I
Commission's
can't even
fifth
like
fleet,
hold on, I
right?
want to go faster.
The old man in charge, my grandfather, was with the first. That was a long time ago.
Long
Me?
time ago.
Not with any fleet. Born and bred right here. Never even been to the old world.
And neither have I, because I have never played any prior Monster Hunter game to World. This was my first Monster Hunter game, and my favorite for obvious reasons.
Here's our smithy. This is where you can craft weapons and armor. You'll be here a lot.
And he's not kidding.
Look at this place. Want to check it out?
It's actually very impressive looking, and we will be there a
It's toasty
ton.
in here.
But we can't really check it out right this moment, and also it's not gonna do anything for us right now either.
The canteen? I am so there.
The tour's almost over. It's very introduction heavy.
Over here. here's our canteen.
Hey, over there! Hey, you! Aw. I knew you'd pull through.
Right. They're calling for a council. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, we found our friend.
Now that you are all here, let us begin council. After tracking a migrating elder dragon across the sea, the Fifth Fleet have finally arrived in Astera. Give them a warm welcome. They're a fine group, worthy comrades who will help see the Research Commission's long efforts finally rewarded. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, sir. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty.
This here is the Commission's core team. You should all get to know each other.
Looking forward to it.
Now, down to business. The latest monster to make the Elder Crossing is known as Zora Magdaros, a huge monster with a mountain of fire upon its back. The Research Commission's job is to discover exactly why the Elder Dragons are migrating to the New World.
Elder dragons have been with us since the dawn of time, altering the ecosystem, reshaping the land, leaving disaster in their wake. Once every decade or so, they flock to this continent. But for what reason?
With the Fifth's help, we will find the missing link.
Here, here.
Now we're talking!
Hunters, for the time being, I need you to focus on investigating our Jagras problem and securing Astera. Start by investigating the Jagras' habitat. Find out what makes them tick, and we'll go from there.
Right. We're on it, sir.
Everyone else, you know the drill. Make sure these hunters have everything they need.
Now we're talking!
You two, make it a priority to learn how we do things around here. You'll find good teachers, so don't be afraid to ask.
You heard him. Stick with me and you'll have no problems.
The Fifth's banner promises a change in the wind. It's your job to fulfill that promise. All right, dismissed.
Dismissed. Pretty standard stuff. Not even here a whole day and already got your first mission. You really are ready to get your hands dirty. Well, let's go look into this Jagras problem. But you'll need a weapon first.
here.
There's a box full of equipment you can use in your quarters. Come on, I'll show you the way. So, going into our house, which is right below the stairs that lead us to the blacksmith, is right here. Our house. Not the most impressive thing in the world. Our attendant, Milo, and said item box. Okay.
We've placed some basic gear for you in that equipment box. Make sure to choose a weapon that suits you.
So we're going to end that here because that introduction was very long and we're hitting a big moment where we have to pick our weapon. So in the next episode of Monster Hunter World, we will go over all the weapons at surface level, and that's when we'll pick our weapon and we'll go into looking into the Jagras problem and probably fighting that giant Jagras that attacked us on our way to base. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then.